folks here in Grover's Mill, New Jersey certainly took it in bad part that their town had been chosen at random as the landing site for the mythical invaders. Writer Howard Koch had dropped his pencil on a map. There are no plaques here, no monuments to an event that never happened. It's said that some people, in panic, fired shotguns at that old water tower there, mistaking it for a Martian. Maybe so. Anyway, the fear soon turned to anger. No sooner was the broadcast over than the phones began to ring in New York, and the first caller, from Michigan, threatened to kill Orson Welles. The fear was on the other foot.
Well, we knew we were beginning to be in trouble then, because then the next call was a threat to bomb the CBS building on Madison Avenue. So we also knew that the CBS brass would be coming over to talk to us about what we seemed to have done. So we all hid in the ladies' room.
Then came the reporters, their notebooks filled with rumors.
They behaved simply horribly because they were trying to find out. So they would say things like, well, you've heard about the 8 people who were killed on the highway in New Jersey. Have you heard any other deaths? And another guy would say, well, you know, you've heard about the casualties in Ohio. Have you heard of any more? So for about an hour there, we were profoundly convinced that we were mass murderers.
You must realize that
Nobody had been killed, of course, but it was a chastened Orson Welles who met the press.
In 2 days, and I've had almost no sleep. Came rather as a great surprise to us that a story about a mythical invasion by monsters from the planet Mars should have had so profound an effect upon radio listeners.
There was a danger that we were in real trouble legally, and that would mean CBS was in trouble.
You were aware of terror at the time you were giving this role? Were you aware that terror was going on throughout the nation?
Oh, no, of course not.
We were pretty sure we were going to lose the show. I don't know whether we thought we were going to jail. I don't think we had much time. You know, you don't think of these things when in the middle of a crisis, when it's going on.
Do you think there ought to be a law against such enactments as we had last night as a result of that?
I don't know what the legislation would be. I know that almost everybody in radio would do almost anything to avert the kind of thing that has happened, myself included, but I don't know what the legislation would be. We simply, radio is new and we are learning about the effect it has on people. We learned a terrible lesson.
But I was a pariah for 2 or 3 days. Everybody thought my life and career was